This is Henos' Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keep it a foot on the what? On the next. We keep it a foot on the what? On the next. Check it out, man. And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. Everyone is walking around la cucaracha, la cucaracha. Yo no puedo caminar. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Yo no puedo caminar. You see the shirt? I'm not arguing. I'm simply explaining why I am right. Let me say it again. I'm not arguing. I'm simply explaining why I'm right. See, I don't argue with people. It's really a one-sided thing with me. I'm always explaining why I'm right. Regardless who it is I'm going at it with. Because it's either you're going to get what I'm saying right then and there, or it's going to have to be forced down your throat later on. Let me say it again. It's either you're going to get what I'm saying right then and there, or it's going to be forced down your throat later on by truth-telling fashion being revealed unto you. See, the truth is not about me. He knows the sport being an ultimate truth teller. It's about the truth itself having its day. The truth hurts, and it hurts for all of us. Even those of us that consider ourselves in the highest prestige and the highest form, it hurts. I am the ultimate truth teller. My job is to render the cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion. Earl the Truth Spence is the truth in the ring. You see how it meshes? I'm the ultimate truth teller on YouTube. He's the truth in the ring. So if he's the truth in the ring, that means he has no lies in his damn fist. And if I'm the ultimate truth teller on YouTube, then I have to govern myself based off of the truth. And what was the truth that I was telling you guys? Long time ago, Earl the Truth Spence did not need Blu-ray. Earl the Truth Spence needed Earl the Truth Spence. Let me say it again. Earl the Truth Spence did not need Blu-ray. Earl the Truth Spence needed Earl the Truth Spence. Because when you are a true alpha, it's all about your mindset. At this level, we ain't practicing no more. We either got it or we don't. Like the great mentor Eric Thomas say, man. Let me say it again. Highly intellectual, motivational speaker. I recommend anybody to listen to what this brother got to say. Deep brother, emphatic brother. At this level, we ain't practicing no more. You either got it or you don't. It's either you have it at this level or you don't have it. And having it has nothing to do with who's around you. It's about your mindset. And if you operate in the highest form of a mindset, then it's about you constantly competing against yourself. You get it now? What I said was so deep and profound. Let me let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? Hear me? Wow. At this level, it's about you competing against yourself. That's who you're competing against. This is what true alphas have to deal with. This is their dichotomy. This is what the delineation and the distinction between a true alpha and freaking betas, man. True alphas have to compete against themselves. And what do I mean when I say that? I'm going to give you an example. Because you know he knows the sport always gives you an example or simile to draw to the conclusion. Floyd Mayweather had to prove to the boxing pundits. He had to prove to the boxing purists and the boxing connoisseurs that said, well, Floyd ain't going to be shit without Floyd Mayweather Sr. no more. Because how is he going to be still sharp defensively? How is he going to still be sharp as a fighter? And what happened? Uncle Roger Mayweather stepped in and Floyd was just as dominant in a different variation, but he proved it. This is what true alphas are supposed to do. They're supposed to show you that they can still do the same thing, but on the opposite side of the coin. This is what Earl the Truth Spence is showcasing to you guys. One of his favorite fighters is Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler talked about this a long time ago. If anyone was paying attention or had the true boxing eye test, they would know this. Marvin Hagler talked about strength and conditioning, coach. What the fuck is that? Back in our days, all we did was train. You live, you eat, and you breathe training. Let me say it again. You live, you eat, and you breathe training. It's not that he was shitting on strength and conditioning coaches, because they're important. They have their purpose. They've proven themselves to be effective, and they've proven themselves to advance fighters. We're not sitting here getting on them. We're not sitting here bashing them. But we know that there is also another strategy that works. It's called old school training. And as long as a fighter is willing to eat, breathe, and live in the damn gym, then it doesn't matter who's around them. Because if you're keeping yourself in fine-tuning shape, then why do you need anybody else around you? Let me say it again. If you're keeping yourself in fine-tuning shape, then why do you need anybody else around you? This is what Earl the True Spence is doing. He said, you know what? I heard all of y'all. And see, Earl the True Spence has that same dichotomy that He Knows the Sport has. It's that log on the fire. I have to constantly, just like he has to constantly prove people wrong. Let me say it again. I have to constantly, just like he has to constantly prove people wrong. It's that log on the fire mentality. And anyone that does not have that mentality, you will not understand. What I'm telling you will go through one ear and it will go out the other. Let me say it again. What I'm telling you will go through one ear and it will go out the other. Because when you have that log on the fire, you have to constantly prove people wrong. And you hear people. You saw Earl the True Spence Twitter when he said, I have screenshot everyone for November 21st. That means in the back of his mind, he has a lot to prove. And this guy, every time he's willing to prove something, he showcases it to you. In the Mikey Garcia fight, they asked him, how are you going to beat Mikey Garcia? He was telling us. He was telling all of us, even me. Oh, they said I can't box. I'm going to show you guys I have a boxing pedigree. So the game plan was to outbox Mikey Garcia. When he fought Sean Porter, he was telling us, and I caught that one from the jump. He's basically saying, I ain't got no dog in me. I'm going to prove to him that I'm going to outdog him. Let me say it again. He's saying that I ain't got no dog in me, so I'm going to prove to him that I'm going to outdog him. That's what Earl the True Spence is going to prove to Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia's never been fucking stopped. So Earl the True Spence thing is, I gotta stop this motherfucker. Because this is going to show you guys that I'm on my Achilles shit. Earl the True Spence is the Achilles of boxing. Let me say it again. He is the Achilles of boxing. What was Achilles noticeable for? Everywhere he went, he bulldozed and he steamrolled armies, man. This is why they use Achilles as the ultimate weapon. This is what Earl the True Spence is in the boxing ring. He is the ultimate weapon. So when you see him bragging about I'm already in shape, it's to keep reminding you guys. It's about constantly keeping the foot on the what? On the next. It's about constantly keeping the foot on the what? On the next. That Danny Garcia is going to get fucking stopped. And if I got to do this by eating, breathing, and training this boxing shit, then that's what is going to fucking happen from here on out. Because I went through this car crash. I'm remotivated. I know I got a purpose. I know I have an abundance mindset. I know I'm a man with confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset. So I'm going to showcase this stuff in the ring, and I'm going to dominate Danny Garcia. I'm going to park, I'm going to punish, and I'm going to stop his ass. Let me say it again. I'm going to park, I'm going to punish, and I'm going to stop his ass. Earl the True Spence is back, y'all. He's just back in a way that you didn't expect. So because you didn't expect it, you feel in some type of way. So what you need to do is reprogram your mind. Because let me tell you something about true alphas. True alphas don't go by your drum beat. They go by their own. Let me say it again. True alphas go by their drum beat. They don't go by your own. So if you're sitting here constantly telling this guy, hey, you need to get back with Blu-ray. You need to work with Blu-ray. You know what Earl the True Spence is going to constantly do? He's going to constantly go the other direction. Because that's what true alphas do. Every time everyone goes a certain way, they go the opposite way. You know why? Because it's natural for them to cut against the grain. Let me say it again. It's natural for them to cut against the grain. Because that's what leaders do. Leaders don't follow, they lead. Following is going with the pack. So as everyone's dropping this video about Earl the True Spence is already in shape, He Knows the Sport's been telling you fools this stuff. He Knows the Sport's been telling you Rudy Poo and Plum Brains this stuff. He Knows the Sport's been telling you Classic Dolce Troglodytes this stuff. He Knows the Sport's been telling you Ultra Fanboys with the Ultra Fanboy rhetoric this stuff. Earl the True Spence is going to park, he's going to punish, and he's going to stop Danny Garcia. It's really that simple, folks. And he's going to do it in another way. It's called eating, breathing, and living this boxing shit. Let me say it again. It's called eating, breathing, and living this boxing shit. The motherfucker been in shape. He been telling you I stay between 158 to 160 so that by the time I get to fight night, I'm ready to go. He's fine-tuning the craft. This is what you guys asked for. I mean, come on. What more can you ask for? See, this is the problem with people. You give them an inch, they always want to fucking take a mile. Let me say it again. Human beings are noticeable for this shit. You give them an inch and they always want to take a fucking mile. He's proven to you guys he's on shape. He's proven to you guys he's dedicated. He's proven to you guys that he is showcasing himself as a guy that's living, eating, and breathing the sport. And then on top of that, oh, he need to get back with Blu-ray. I just got one thing to say. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. Come November 21st, Earl the True Spence is going to park. He's going to punish. He's going to stop Danny Garcia via eating, breathing, and living this boxing shit. Danny Garcia is going to get that cherry popped. His ass is going to be a tune his ass up artist type of fighter. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. And that's the cutthroat true teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the X. I keeps the foot on the what? On the X. This is Eno's Sport. Checking out.